In Oceania, a totalitarian state under the watchful eye of Big Brother, Winston Smith works for the Ministry of Truth. He harbors a secret rebellion, which escalates when he begins a forbidden romance with Julia. Together, they seek an alliance with O'Brien, a prominent figure in the inner party, only to discover he is a member of the dreaded Thought Police. Winston is subsequently captured, subjected to torture, and ultimately brainwashed, confessing his love for Big Brother. This outcome powerfully illustrates the party's absolute authority over all aspects of thought, historical narrative, and the very fabric of reality. George Orwell's novel 1984 chillingly depicts how a fictional government insidiously controls its populace's thoughts, beginning with surveillance and culminating in a total societal dominion. This mirrors the real-world progression in the United States, where we have now reached a full surveillance state, allowing agencies like ICE to monitor anyone within the United States, regardless of citizenship. Orwell's novel, conceived in an era where surveillance relied heavily on citizen cooperation, could not have envisioned a society willingly carrying and depending on personal devices that facilitate constant surveillance. Graphite, a sophisticated spyware tool developed by Israeli company Paragon Solutions, employs a highly intrusive zero-click exploit, enabling it to infect devices without any user interaction. Once a phone is compromised, Graphite grants the operator full control, allowing for the exfiltration of personal and sensitive data, including text messages, emails, contacts, photos, and videos. It can also infiltrate and monitor encrypted messaging applications like WhatsApp and Signal by compromising the device itself, bypassing their encryption. Furthermore, the spyware can covertly activate a device's microphone, eavesdropping, and track a user's location via GPS. Human rights groups and cybersecurity researchers have heavily criticized Graphite's use, citing instances of its deployment against journalists and activists. In early 2025, reports surfaced linking Graphite to a surveillance campaign in Italy that targeted dozens of journalists and migrant rights activists. Citizens Lab, a cybersecurity watchdog, confirmed that Paragon's Graphite spyware was used in zero-click attacks on iPhones targeting European journalists. Following the backlash in Italy, Paragon terminated its contract with Italian authorities, who were reportedly using the spyware. However, in September 2025, reports confirmed that the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, reinstated a contract with Paragon for Graphite's use, despite prior concerns regarding potential misuse. Stingray surveillance devices, also known as IMSI catchers or cell site simulators, are used by law enforcement to mimic cell phone towers. This tactic compels nearby mobile phone users to connect, thereby disclosing their location and potentially enabling the interception of communications. These devices are utilized by federal, state, and local agencies, prompting significant Fourth Amendment concerns due to their collection of data from innocent bystanders. While some states have implemented laws mandating warrants for the deployment, federal oversight remains limited. Privacy advocates are working to increase transparency and establish uniform legal standards as agencies frequently operate with a lack of openness. These devices indiscriminately collect data from numerous innocent bystanders, not just the intended target. Law enforcement's clandestine use of these devices has provoked legal battles and demands for increased transparency and oversight. Although some states have enacted laws requiring warrants for Stingray use, the absence of federal regulations has resulted in inconsistent practices across different jurisdictions due to a fragmented legal landscape. The Fourth Amendment offers protection against unreasonable searches and seizures, generally mandating that law enforcement obtain a warrant based on probable cause before conducting a search. This provision is designed to safeguard individual privacy and possessions, with the exclusionary rule typically preventing unlawfully obtained evidence from being used in court. Nonetheless, exceptions to the warrant requirement exist, including searches performed with consent or those conducted during a lawful arrest. The use of graphite and stingrays specifically brings these Fourth Amendment concerns to the forefront. This is governmental overreach, and it gets worse. Trump recently wrote on Truth Social, "I am pleased to inform our many USA patriots that I am designating Antifa, a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster, as a major terrorist organization." He added, "I will also be strongly recommending that those funding Antifa be thoroughly investigated in accordance with the highest legal standards and practices." Antifa is short for anti-fascist and is a decentralized, loosely organized collective of left-wing organizations and activists in the United States. It is not a single group, but rather a political ideology that opposes right-wing and fascist ideologies. As historian Mark Bray, author of Antifa, the book, The Anti-Fascist Handbook, explains, Antifa is kind of politics, not a specific group. He likens it to feminism, where feminist groups exist, but feminism itself is not a single entity. Any group that aligns with and promotes the core principles of militant anti-fascism can be considered an Antifa group, as there is no central headquarters or official leadership. The movement operates with a high degree of secrecy, making it impossible to ascertain the exact number of members, their identities, or their leadership, as this information is not publicly disclosed. While activist groups used the term Antifa prior to 2016, the movement gained significant momentum that year, preceding Donald Trump's first term as president. Fascism is a far-right authoritarian ideology characterized by dictatorial rule, intense nationalism, the suppression of dissent, and strict societal control. It stands in opposition to democracy, with historical precedents found in Benito Mussolini's Italy and Nazi Germany of the 1930s. The term Antifa itself originated from German anti-Nazi phrases in 1946. In 2007, Rose City Antifa was established in Portland, Oregon. Members of this group dress in all black and maintain anonymity. They engage in doxing, which involves revealing personal information about public figures on the right. Other organizations employ similar methods. These same groups were active and frequently protested throughout the 4-year period of the Biden presidency, which occurred between Trump's presidential terms. Despite protests against some of his policies, Biden never employed such dangerous rhetoric against these demonstrators. Referring to Antifa in the singular is inaccurate and supports Trump's attempts to suppress the left. His rhetoric fuels the common right-wing conspiracy theory that the left is controlled by shadowy financiers like George Soros. In reality, Antifa groups operate on small, crowdsourced budgets primarily used for bail. Given Antifa's decentralized and amorphous nature, critics question the logistical feasibility and enforceability of Trump's proposed terrorist designation. Constitutional law expert Bruce Fein informed Al Jazeera that Trump lacks the constitutional and statutory authority to make such a designation. While the United States Constitution permits governments to designate foreign entities, it lacks specific statute for classifying domestic groups as terrorist organizations. During Trump's first term, Mary McCord, a former senior Department of Justice official, informed Al Jazeera that his attempts to designate Antifa would raise significant First Amendment concerns. If this proves to be more than mere posturing, as it has been for the past 8 years, whenever Trump or other Republican leaders have called for Antifa to be labeled a terrorist group, then it will serve as a sweeping justification for the regime to suppress anyone to their left under the vague designation of Antifa. In other words, if you openly dissent through your words, protests, or even on social media, you could be labeled Antifa. You would be considered an enemy of the state. Edward Snowden said, "Arguing that you don't care about privacy because you have nothing to hide is no different than saying you don't care about free speech because you have nothing to say." Once your thoughts become crimes, your voice a harmful weapon, resistance becomes necessary and revolution becomes inevitable. That's all for this week. Until next time, remember, your voice is vital. Stand up, speak out, strike back. They don't know what they started. If you appreciate this content, please like, share, and subscribe for updates. Ring the bell. Your support truly helps the channel.